Okay, first, okay, you can say hi to me in the chat, or by turning on your mic, you can say hi to me.
Hi, sir.
That's good. That's good. Good to see your response and good to hear your voices and good to see your messages. Okay, so we are going to learn the things step by step. How many of you are ready for that? How many of you want to learn things step by step? Step by step. Okay, little by little. Okay, right. Okay, so let's let other people also join. Let other people also join. Okay, people will be joining. So those who are not on mute, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Okay. Right. So I'll be sharing my screen again, once again. So hope my screen is visible to you all. Is it visible? Is it visible? Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to write the Python code to develop web applications. But before that, I'll do one thing. I'll write a small application that is an AI application. Okay. AI application. Then we'll start our basics. Shall we write small AI application? Okay. If you want that, type AI in the chat box. Type AI. So we'll write the small AI application. So let me open the Python shell. Okay. So, and it's loading Python. And from here, we'll open a new file because we want to write a code. So there is somebody named Macha Gnaneshwar trying to write something. Macha Gnaneshwar, Gnan Saga, Macha Gnan Saga, remove anything that you write. Okay, that is not good thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
disturbing the entire class is not a good behavior. Okay, don't do that. Okay, right. So disturbing yourself is okay, but disturbing others is wrong. It is moral. Don't do that. So let me align this window towards right side because we'll be writing are not coincidence. Okay, it's not coincidence. Right. So before I write the actual program, okay, I'm going to write one application, that is AI application. Okay. So let's write AI application. Please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. Mute yourself. So I'm going to write a simple AI application. So you all know about AI, right? So today we are talking about GPTs, like Chat GPT and all that. GPT stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Okay, so GPT. Okay, this GPT depends on NLP, Natural Language Processing. Okay, for this NLP, we have to use a lot of libraries. One such library is called Spacey. Okay, Spacey is the library. We are going to use a Spacey library, and I'm going to write an application. Okay, for that, I need to do one installation. In fact, 3 installations, but I'm just going to talk about that. So I'll write the code here. Okay, and we'll see the output. Okay, so let's see that. So I will switch to the same window. Okay, this is the window. So here I'm going to import Spacey Streamlit. This is where we have combined Spacey and Streamlit. I'll just give one example. I don't know whether I did this in the previous class or not, but today's class, I'm going to do it again. Okay, and we are going to see how this is going to work. Okay, Right. Very, very simple example. Then I'm going to start how to develop applications from scratch. We are going to see file by file, step by step. Okay. So, right. So I'm going to take two models from AI. So one is called Encore Web. Okay. And SM stands for small model, and Encore Web. MD stands for larger model. So we have two models. And then we'll take a small text. I don't know whether I gave this example or not. It doesn't matter. But just keep one thing in mind. We are going to create wonderful applications starting from today. After this program, I'll start discussing those things from scratch. Okay. So I'll just write something like this. Babu is in India. Okay. And I will, I will use NLP library to understand the nouns in this. Okay. So I use Spacey NLP library and to visualize the text using the models. So I'll just save this. So if you remember in the previous class, I have saved it in a folder named it. I'm going to save it in the same file. So today I'll just name it after today's date. So today is November 1.py. Okay. And I will run this. So those who want to run, this application in the previous class, you were asking for the command. So go to the folder in which your file resides. In this case, I switch to this folder. So using CD, you can switch to any folder. Then here you run this command and give the name of the file. Give the name of the file and it will load that application. So it will load that application. It is going to run. It will take hardly 1 minute. Okay, in 1 minute, because it is an AI application. Okay, now you can process the text. Now you can process it can process the text. Okay, right. So this is a small example. Probably we saw it in the previous class. I don't remember. But today we are going to start everything from scratch. Okay. So it understood this statement. Babu is in India. Babu is a proper noun. Is auxiliary verb. In is preposition and India is proper noun. So you can see it identified Babu as a person, India as global. GPE, it stands for location. Okay. Let's take another application, another sentence. Let it understand that sentence also. So let's say, let's take some English name. So Edwin is in Japan and working there for Apple since 12 years. So let's see how it's going to understand this. Okay, since 12 years. So you can see 12 years is a date. So Edwin is a person. Japan is a, location. Apple is an organization. So this is how you can simply create AI applications. Okay. So I can give you a lot of AI applications. So, we have a program. Whatever I teach in these 20 classes is 5%. What you learn in the full program is 5%. Keep this in mind. Never forget this truth. Okay. Now, so having this code here, so the developer want to focus on the backend logic. They don't want to focus on the front-end logic. So I'm going to teach you how to get front-end pages on your PC, tablets, mobile platforms, okay, with no difficulty, okay. So you don't need to worry about much about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you know basic HTML, basic CSS, basic JavaScript, you can do much more wonders. So that is the main idea. So let's start with designing a application. So today we are going to design an application. So our main topic today is designing the application. So that is our main topic today. So we are going to design the application and you are going to learn how to design an application. Okay. So, right. Uh, okay. Matplotlib library, but I have not spoken about it, right? Matplotlib library, I have not spoken about it. Okay. So let's not distract from where we are. Okay. Right. So we want to develop applications and we can use multiple methods and we can, beautifully design our page and we can use beautiful colors, themes of colors. We can use expanders, slide bars. We can use place bars, number of design permutations we can use to achieve our goal. Okay. Let's start with the configuration page. That is the first thing you have to achieve. So configuration, configuring the page. Configuring the page. Right. Let's configure the page. So you have to create a page configuration. That is the first thing. Okay. We have the ability to configure several attributes for the web page. We can configure the page layout. We can configure the initial sidebar state. We can put the page title. Okay. We can have the icons. We can have the menu, hamburger menu state. We can have footers. We can add a lot of things. Okay. We can do a lot of things. Okay. So, right. We are going to see some of the beautiful things in the coming classes. But as of now, I'm not going to put a lot of effort on those basic things. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to create a web page called, page called, configuration page. So let's delete this entire code. So if you are looking for the code, if you want to use this code, I'll just put this code in the chat box. So how many of you want this code? So I'll put it in chat box. So you can copy this code and you can play with this. I'm sorry, I'm trying to send it to entire group. Yeah. So I put it in the chat box. Play with that code. If you want to just play with that code, play with that code. So the first thing I'm going to do is we are going to create a configuration file. Okay. So because we want to configure our page, the first page. So basic page configuration. So basic page configuration we will create now. So basic page configuration. So how you want your page to be displayed? Okay. So what you want to do with that page? So basic configuration is required. So for that, we are going to use a library called Pillow. Use the library named Pillow. So this library will help you to handle images. So because in a web page, you need to handle images. So we are going to add another, command prompt here. So I'm going to install Pillow library. Pip install Pillow library. So we are going to install the Pillow library. So when you install, it will start the installation. But on my PC, it is already there. Requirement already satisfied. Okay, it is already there. And if it is not there on your PC, it will start the installation. Pillow. So it is already there. So it gives some warning in golden color. Okay. So that warning is not very important. Warnings are not very important. They are just like suggestions. Okay. Right. So we use this Pillow library and we are going to do some basic configuration of the page. Okay. So I'm going to create a page. I want to save this page as page configuration.py file. So Alt F, and I will save this as the same folder. I'll save this as page underscore config.py. So what are we going to have in this file? No, we are going to have page configuration. Okay. You can set the page title for your entire web page. You can set the icon for your web page. You can define the layout for your web page. You can put the initial sidebar state. Now you'll have a sidebar, you can see a sidebar here. So you can set the initial sidebar state. Okay. And you can also have menu items. If there is a menu, you will have a menu items like home tab, contact tab, about us tab. You can have a menu item. Okay. So, right. So now, so how do we have, somebody put a question. Yeah. So how do we have these icons? So if you go to some web page, if you go to a web page, so you can download some icon. So now ICO file. So let us have a ICO file, which is short for icon file. So let it load. So ICO file. It is searching for some ICO file. Okay. ICO. Let's not worry about it. That file, we'll download it later. So ICO file, we'll download it later. Let's write our code. Okay. So, right. Now, I will explain each element step by step. First, we'll import the Streamlit library and we import into a variable called st. Then, just now we have installed a pillow library, right? Library that will handle images. Pillow. It is very famous. Go to Google and search for pillow. Pillow library. It is for handling images. So short for pillow is pill. So and from this import image. We are going to import the image constructor, or you can call it as image. Okay. So now we will use icon file. Okay. So I'm going to use the icon file. So favicon.ico, some icon file somewhere from the Google. I don't know why my Gmail Google page is not loading. You can download some icon file. Okay. So that you can display icon on the tab. So you can see X icon, form icon, zoom icon on the tab, right? So Streamlit icon. Okay. You can display some icon on the tab. That is the purpose of this favy icon image. So as of now, we don't have any image there. So I will just write a statement and I'll make it into a comment. Okay. We will add some image after downloading it from internet. So I use this image file, image function and image construct. From that, I'll use the open method. The image file, I want to name it as favorite icon. Okay, fav icon. So we'll enable this after loading an image from the internet. We'll enable that after loading the image from the internet. Now, we want to set the page configuration. We want to set the page configuration. Okay. So there is a function called set page configuration. Set page configuration in this. There is a function called set page configuration. Okay. So this is how you set page configuration. And you can apply this page configuration for all the pages in your website. For all the pages in your website, that you can do. So that's the beauty. So set page configuration. Okay. Right. So first we want to set the page title, page underscore title. So this is a property, or this is a container where you have to set the page title. So let's set the page title as hello world. This is the page title. You're going to use this as a page title. This is common. And above, in the above statement, we have taken a icon actually, which icon, that icon is not present in our folder, but we are going to get it from internet in few minutes. Okay, we'll put some icon there. So now we want to use it. We want to use it. So page icon equal to icon. So this is the icon. This is the variable that will give us the icon page. And how do you want to set the page layout? So there is another property, layout property, and you can use it to center it. Centered. Okay, you can use it to center it. Okay, and sidebar. If you go to our previous page, we have a sidebar, right? We have a sidebar. Okay, this sidebar is by default is on the left side. Okay, so automatically it will go on the left side. So let's put it like that only. So let's take automatically the default sidebar state. So initial sidebar state equal to auto. That means let it take automatically a side. Okay. Then what do you want to have the menu items? So on the top you want menu, right? Menu. What is the menu items you want to see? Okay, I want to see 3 menu items. So menu items. So I want to have a dictionary here in Python. The first menu item I want to see is get help. Get help. Okay. So where do I get help? When you click on that, it should take you to Microsoft.com. Okay. Microsoft. Let me put the entire link, https Microsoft.com, which is my favorite page. Right. So second tab you want to is report a bug. So while designing a web page, you will get bugs. So all the bug help is found on GitHub, github.com. So we'll have, bug help on that website. Okay. And when you click, somebody clicks on about tab. So we are going to have 3 tabs in the web page. Okay. That is common for all the web pages. About your application. Okay. That is hello world. Hello world. Okay. Hello world. So when you use, listen to this very carefully. When you use 2 stars, it will bold the text. It will bold the text. Okay. So close this dictionary and end this menu items function. That's it. Okay. Now after that, we are done with the basic page setup. Basic page in your entire web application. Every page will get a title called hello world. On every page it will display an icon. So that is on the tab. So you can see here on the tab you have zoom icon. On this tab you have forms icon. On this tab you have Excel icon. On this tab you have Microsoft Office icon. Okay, this is Streamlit icon. So you can specify the tab. You can specify the icon on the tab. Okay, then how do you want your page to be displayed? It will be displayed in the middle. Okay, how do you want you have your sidebar? Automatically it will take the different default style. And finally, what are the menu items you want to have? I want to have 3 menu items. Okay, that's what I want to do. Now let's have a title. Okay, sidebar title. So sidebar, and it's going to be title on the sidebar. So that is hello world. This is the sidebar title you will have, and the page title is going to be hello world. So we'll have hello world. So the title on the tab is hello world, the page title is hello world, and the sidebar title is also hello world. We have these 3 things. Now we are done with this page, and we will modify this page again. Not only we modify this page, in fact, we have favy icon generator. So I want to generate a favorite icon. So let's put something like favorite icon. I want to put something like this. So I know you don't like this favy icon, but I just want to put something like this. So it is a favy icon that we are creating. So let's download it. So download the favy icon. So this is the favy icon we are creating it. Download the favy icon. It downloaded it. So let's open this favy icon. Yeah. So I'll just copy it. I'll just copy this favy icon, and I'll put it in our folder. What is the folder? We have in the C drive, we have a folder named Streamlit. In this folder, I'll put the favy icon. So we have this favy icon, with a symbol R on it. Okay, right. So now what is the name of this icon? Now you can see it is favicon.ico. Okay, favicon.ico if you want to check it. So name of the file is favicon.ico. Okay, I'll just rename it. It got ICO as extra, I think, dot ICO. Right, now it shows it clearly. So let's check it. So its extension is not given. So details. Yeah, I didn't get any extension. So let's give the extension. Let's see. Right, this is the favy icon. So, and we are reading that favy icon. So now I'll save this. I'll save this. We have saved it. Okay. And we are going to, you know, see that page. Okay. So I'll just end this existing execution. So our now new page is page config.py. It is going to load that page and let's see how this page appears. So you can see on the title bar, do you see the favy icon? The favy icon that we drew, favy icon. Okay. So what is the name on title bar? Let's have the name. Let's see the name on title bar. Hello world. Okay. You can see hello world is the name on the tab. Okay. So R is the favy icon. So you can see very clearly that, it very clearly displays a lot of things. I'll just close too many tabs are there because I want these tabs. Now you can see title bar, a tab title, hello world, and favy icon is R. You can see favy icon R. So that's what we did. So favy icon is the favy icon that we have in our folder. And you can see title is hello world on the tab. Okay. And the page content is centered. Okay. Page icon, we have icon. Page title is hello world. So you can see, and initial menu bar settings. So we will see that in few minutes. As of now, you don't see any output. So, but you can see the page title is hello world, and the title of this sidebar is also hello world. So this is the basic configuration we have created. You are able to follow, guys? Anybody has any ambiguity about this? Anybody has confusion? Okay. So anybody has confusion, you can let me know. Anybody has confusion, you can let me know. So if you think there is some confusion, you can let me know. So now apart from that, you have get help, report bug, and about. So click on these three, buttons, three dots, ellipses. You see report a bug. Click on this. It will take you to github.com. Okay, so it will take to github.com, and let's go back. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to this page. Here you see three dots, right? So you can see report a bug, get help, and about. You can see all these menu items. You see the menu items, get help, report a bug, about. Get help, report a bug, about. We are going to arrange them in a perfect way in some time. Okay. So, right. Now, do you want to remove this? You can remove this. These three dots. And we also have, no footer at present. We don't have any footer, but we will remove the hidden footer. The hidden footer. There is some hidden footer. We are going to remove that. So let's go to the notepad. So the second thing that we are going to do now is, okay, so we are going to remove footer and hamburger menu. So if you want to know what is hamburger menu, just go to Google. In the Google, so you just type hamburger menu. Hamburger menu. So probably you have seen it on many web pages so far. Unfortunately, It is not quickly loading the google.com. Right. It is not showing anything, but don't worry. Now I'm going to create another Python file, and that file is a new file. Yes. Code explain, please. Okay. Code explain, please. So I have explained to you just now. Let me explain it again. So do you see the code? We are using two libraries. One is Streamlit library. Another one is Pill library. Streamlit library is for web applications and for data science applications. Okay. And Pill library to handle images, to create images, to modify images, to handle images. So from Pill library, we are taking image class. From that image class, we use open method and we open this file. Okay. What is that file? favicon.ico. Where is that file? In the folder. So this is the code file and this is the file. You can see it shows favicon. What is the icon here? R. That is the icon we drew just now. That is the icon. Menus are not visible in our menu. Yeah, that is a breadcrumb menu. The default menu. It is visible on the menu, right? Just now you saw it. So listen carefully. It is there. You can see report a bug, get help, and about. Get help, report a bug, about. The menu items are visible. But we are going to take this and we are going to display it here. We will see that in no time. Okay. Right. So if we take that icon first, we assign it to icon variable. Okay. That image. We'll take this image, which is actually icon. We assign it to icon variable. Okay. Now we are doing page configuration here. Page configuration. How do you want to configure a page? This configuration will apply to all the pages that we are going to create in the future. The first thing is we'll set the page title. Okay. So look at the page title, Hello World. So you see page title on the tab. You see on the tab, Hello World. So this is the page title. Okay. If you wanted something else like, config page, you can also do that. Save it. Okay. You can see config page. You can see this title. So page title is a property where you set config page. So you can see on the title, on the tab title, it is config. Okay, it is config. Page title, which is called tab title actually. Okay, title. And what is the icon it is using? Page icon. What is the page icon? Icon. What is this icon? It is favicon in the folder. So this is the icon. So which is R. Okay. It shows that on the page. R. Right. Okay. Then layout. You will not understand layout immediately. The layout is centered. As you put more and more, elements, you'll understand the layout is centered. So if I expand this, you can see the layout is centered. You can see some space on the left side. And there is some space on the right side. You'll understand this as we put more and more items on the page. So the layout is centered. And what is the initial sidebar status? So we have a sidebar here. So on the left side, we have a sidebar. So you can see the sidebar status. By default, the sidebar is always on the left side. Okay. So we have this sidebar. We set the sidebar status to auto. Auto means let it automatically choose. Okay. The default settings. By default, it will be on the left side. Okay. By default, it will be on the left side. What are the menu items you want? Okay. The menu items I want are, of course, it has its own menu items, but we want get help, report a bug, about. Get help, report a bug, about. Get help, report a bug, about. We are going to modify this menu bar completely. We will have a menu bar here, something like this. We'll have a menu bar, but we started with basics. Okay, then what is the sidebar title? Hello World. So sidebar title, Hello World. If you don't want sidebar title to be Hello World, so let's change it to, Sidebar. Sidebar. Okay, sidebar. So let's change it to sidebar. Somebody is speaking. Please mute yourself. Yeah, mute yourself. Right. Okay. Why there is an underscore between space and title? Where there is underscore? Where is the underscore? Underscore between page and title. Okay. Okay. Right. So that is Macha Gnan Sagar. See, this is the property. Property is fixed. That's it. Use this property to set the page title. So this property is given like that. Page underscore title, page underscore icon, layout, initial sidebar state. We are not creating these properties. These are not variables, but these are internal variables of Streamlit. You just use them, and make the settings. Okay. And the sidebar title is now sidebar. You can see it, sidebar. And the page title is Hello World. Okay. Do you see? We have modified it to an extent. Okay. Now, so now what we want to do is, you should ask our team. They will provide you with the recordings. Okay. If you want previous class recordings, they will provide you with the previous class recordings. So how many of you are not able to follow? Just answer how many of you are not able to follow. I just want to know how many of you are not able to follow. Just answer.
Sir, what are the links between that get help and reportable?
Get help. These are the links, in the menu bar. These are menu items. These are menu items. You see, in the menu bar, you have, report a bug, get help, and about. You can see these three. Get help, report a bug,
But
about.
provided a link, no, sir, HTTPS.
Just simply I put links. You click on them, it will take you to these links. When you click on, get help, it will take you to Microsoft.com page. When you click on report a bug, it will take you to, GitHub.com. Okay. When you click on about, it will display about your application, and it will display hello world with bold text. Okay. That's what it do. So got it. Okay. Got it. I just want to know how many of you are not able to follow. It's like reference link, Hasa. What is, yeah, it's like reference link. Okay. Yeah. Right. So now we want to, handle this menu. So we want to have a menu bar like this. Okay. We'll do it slowly, not immediately. So first we choose to remove the default footer. There is no footer that is visible now at the bottom of the page, but there is a hidden footer. We will remove it. We are going to remove it. Okay. So the default footer, we'll remove the default footer provided by this particular application. Okay. So we are going to remove this hamburger menu. This is hamburger. Okay. We will remove the hamburger menu. Okay. By adding some commands. Okay. Some commands. So let's see that. Okay. So we are going to use little CSS now. First time we are going to use ST. What is ST means? See, this library, typing every time Streamlit is very big. So we load this library into this variable called ST, into that variable called ST. Okay. So that's what we are doing here. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we are going to do some CSS work. Okay. And I'm just going to create one more Python file. So I'll save this file, and I'm going to create one more Python file. Okay, so you are on a first class, right? Florence Nightingale. So, right, you do one thing. Okay. You ask from your friends. Now let's create one more file, or else you can contact us after this class. So ping your email ID here, and we'll get back to you. Okay, so footer. And I'm going to create a footer menu. So first, I will remove whatever unnecessary is there, the footer. I'm going to create a footer menu. This is another page. So the name of this page is remove footer menu. So we are going to create a big web page now. And those who are not able to follow today, they will follow tomorrow. They'll able to follow tomorrow. I'm going to write little HTML today. Okay, little HTML. Let's see how it's gonna work all together. So I'm going to write little HTML today. Okay, so let's see this. I'm just removing this entire thing. Okay, so I'm going to write some code. This is not a HTML code. Okay, so right, right, and so I got some email IDs. Okay, it shows attribute error. Don't worry, it can be fixed. So first thing, I have created a new file. This is remove footer menu. I'm doing everything in HTML. Keep that in mind. I'm doing everything in HTML, and you will learn. I'll send the code. Don't worry. I'll send every code, and I will also help you with the further sessions. So today we are just setting up the template. Okay. So today we are setting up the template. So I'm going to write the code here. Now here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a multi-line string. So multi-line string here. So I'll write just some CSS. If you know HTML, CSS, that's okay. If you don't know also, that's okay. Don't bother much about it. Okay, I'm just writing a footer style. So if you know CSS, that's okay. If you don't know CSS also, it's okay. So report view container dot main and the footer visibility VISI BILITY hidden. So we'll hide the visibility of the footer. Okay, right. So this is and that's it. So now very simple. This is very simple. You know, we start the style tag here. Okay, and we want to remove container, and we'll have main footer hidden. Okay, visibility. If there are any spelling mistakes, we'll rectify them later. Okay, this is the starting, and we'll also hide the menu style. Hide. Okay, menu style. We'll also hide the menu style. We'll create the multi-line string here. Okay, so style and so main menu uh, visibility hidden. Okay, main menu visibility is hidden. And we'll enter the style here. Okay, style tag. This is the style tag in this thing. Okay, I'll write one more thing here. One statement from Streamlit. So that is markdown. So where you can write the markup language, hide, footer style, okay, and unsafe. Allow. Whenever you write HTML code, you have to write this property. Unsafe allow true. So that means you want to allow HTML to be here. Okay, unsafe allow HTML to be here. You know, just keep that in mind. Okay, this is very simple. Okay, this is very simple, and you will talk about it. We'll talk about it little later in the coming classes. Okay, right. So I'll save this. I'll save it, and I'll also add one more this thing. I just save it here. Okay. So hide menu style, not only footer style. We'll hide menu style. That's it. So I will also make few changes here. Instead of writing it like this, instead of making it as a multi-line string, I'll just make it little differently for it to be interpreted as little differently. So, right. Right. So you see some strange things here, but don't worry about all the strangenesses you see here. Okay. Right. So I'll save this. I save this and I'll refresh this page. It loads this page. Okay. You don't see any changes. Somebody put a question. Okay. Right. Okay. So closing of style tag is needed to be done in height. Yes, I know that. So I know, you want me to close it here, right? There is no closing here. That's what you are asking. I'll explain that why we are not closing it, because we are not writing a regular HTML. That's what you need to remember. We are not writing a regular HTML. So just to save this file, uh, I will just give all this code to you. Just we are doing configuration today. Remember one thing, we are just doing configurations. Okay, I will share all the configuration files and you will understand them one by one. Okay, little by little, you'll understand them. So you don't understand all the configuration files in one go. Okay, so as I told you, we are going to start step by step. From today onwards, everything will be step by step. If you are just patient, in 2-3 days, you will understand everything that I'm talking about. ఒక్క 2 days లో you will understand it. 1-2 दिन में आपको सब समझ में आएगा. ఒక 2 రోజుల్లో మీకు అన్ని కూడా తెలిసిపోతాయి. Okay, so just we are setting the foundation today and I'll explain the 3 files I'm going to create today. Just to have little patience. కొంచెమే patience ఉంటే you will understand it. So finally, I'll create the third file. Okay, I'll create the third file and that file name is, I'll just save this. Okay, the third file. So that file name is footer.py. Now, this is the last file we are creating. Don't worry if you don't understand a single line today. Don't worry if you don't understand a single line today. No, I'll explain everything in detail and why I didn't close the style tag here. I'll explain that in the next class. Okay, I'll share this code with you at the end of the session. I'll share this code with you at the end of the session. Don't worry about it. So today class has set the foundation for us. Okay, and tomorrow's class will help us. I don't think whether we have class tomorrow or not, but the next class will help us to understand everything in detail. Now, in the sidebar, we want to put something here. Okay, so we want to put something here that is Hello World version 0.1 and then Hello World version 0.2. We want to put a lot of text here. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll explain everything in detail. Today, as I told you, we have just started our entire concept. So I'm using the F string here, F string, and I'll be using division tag. Keep the code window somewhat big, sir. Okay, right, somewhat big. Okay, is that okay? Is that okay? Somewhat big. So I'm going to use division class. I'll explain everything, every dot, every equal to sign, every quote I'll explain. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything I'll explain it to you. Okay. So you don't need to know HTML. You don't need to know CSS. I will explain to you everything from a different perspective. Just remember, we are going to learn it from a different perspective. Okay. So, uh, so in the beginning only you saw a data science application, right? In the beginning only you saw a data science application or AI application. So this is the footer we are going to use now. Right. I'll explain everything, why I'm closing the things very quickly, why I'm opening the things very quickly. Everything will be explained. Only thing is you need to have one class patience, only one class patience. And in this one class, you will learn a lot of things. Okay, right. So if you want to know what is PX, what is everything that I'm doing, you will know everything. So hello world. Okay, version 0.1. Okay, I'm going to combine all these files together, all the Python files. Okay, if there are any errors that we encounter, only typing mistakes. They are just typing mistakes. Just keep that in mind. Okay, 12px. And so we are going to use hello world. Now this is LLC, Limited Liability Corporation, DIV. Okay, right. So unsafe, hello, HTML equal to true. So right, and finally we have ended this thing. So right. So you may see, there is a quote we started, we didn't end it. You will see all these things here. So a lot of difficult questions you have, but I will explain all those things why I wrote like this, because they are going to become part of another file. They are going to become part of another file. So before I do anything, first I will share all the code with you. First you need to do is you have to keep all that code with you. That is the first thing. Okay. So first code I am going to share with you is the page config code. So I'll open it. I will open it in a notepad so that I can easily copy it with you, to you. Okay. So this is the config, page config .py file. Okay. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it in the chat box. So this is the first file content. So work with it. Okay. Right. And we are going to see the second file, that is remove footer menu. Open with notepad and the file named remove footer menu.py. So this is the file. Okay, I'll just copy this. I'll paste it in the chat box. Okay, right. Right. Over. The third file that we are going to see is footer.py, which is already open actually. So this is already open. I don't need to open anything. So this is already open. So I'll just simply copy this and paste it. Copy and I'll paste it. So this is footer.py, and I'll explain every element to you, how all this will be combined into one application, everything to you in next class. How simply we can create complex web pages. You are going to create a beautiful web application. What HTML, CSS, and JavaScript guide, get done in 1,000 lines. We are going to do it. What they do it in 1,000 lines, we are going to do it only in 200 lines. 80% decrease of typing, 80% decrease of your time. So that's what we are going to see. I'll explain it definitely in the next class. So because I don't have time to explain now, but let me tell you, somebody gave a error, attribute error. Okay. So they put a message attribute error. I want to address that. Okay. I want to address that attribute error. Here it is. When I run this code, it shows error of attribute. Set object has no attribute item. So who is that? You. Okay. Yeah. So what is the error? The error. So give your attendance, guys. Before we go further, be your attendance. When are you seeing that error? Please let me know. When are you seeing that error? When do you see that error? Please let me know. When do you see that error? Just type, the reason for your error. That's the reason for your error. In the plot graph. Okay, why are you talking about plot? That to matplotlib. You're talking about matplotlib. Matplotlib. Sumaya. You're talking about matplotlib. Is it? Okay. So, but I didn't talk about matplotlib, right? I didn't talk about matplotlib. I spoke about plotly. See, plotly.express. I spoke about plotly.express. Okay. I don't know why you see it in the plot, this thing, but you can give the error message, entire error code, give the entire code. Let's see the code. If you can see, paste the code, let's see the code. I'll try to explain it. Okay. If you have. So take this code, guys, save it on your PC. Okay. And run it today and tomorrow morning or afternoon. And when we connect in the next session, we are going to fix it completely. Okay. We are going to fix it completely. Okay. Right. We'll fix it completely. Okay, guys. So any questions you have? It is the time for questions. We have 4 minutes. Okay, you want me to share it one more time? Okay, I'll share it one more time. Just a minute. You really named it in a different way. You said share the hello world page. Right. It is not a hello world page. It is a configuration page that will apply to every page that you create. It is a configuration page. It is not a hello world page. Okay. So, right. A very, very important page. I'll explain that page, how that page will apply to every other page. We'll see that in the next class. I will explain every element to you. Okay. You will be amazed to know how simple it is to create powerful web applications in the coming class. Okay. Today I just coded. Okay. But tomorrow and day after tomorrow for 2 sessions, I'll explain this code fully. Then that will set the foundation for us for the upcoming classes. That will set the foundation for the upcoming classes and you are going to enjoy it. You are going to enjoy. So if you didn't receive it, I'll paste it one more time, guys. Yeah, you are going to enjoy it. Jessica Florence, you will receive it. You will receive it. Our team is there. It is working on the background. We have a very big team. Myself, I'm a trainer. So I'll be teaching you the actual subject and we have team that includes recruiters, that includes, placement officers, that includes, support system, training, management system. We have a lot of big team and some of them are here right now. I don't know whether to take their names or not, but they are here. Okay, they are here right now in this meeting. I think a couple of people are there along with me. Okay, so listen to this. We'll connect in the next class. And if you don't have any questions, I'll stop it here. So next class, I'll be explaining these 3 programs in detail. It is a foundation for all the upcoming classes. For all the upcoming classes. Right. Yeah. Basic library code you want? Okay, I'll also send you that. I know you want to, use it. So I'll just open that. I pasted it, right? In the beginning only I pasted it. Uh, uh, so yeah, tomorrow we'll share the matplotlib. Yes, Sumaya, you can share anytime. You are welcome. You are a pretty decent guy. You are helping others in the chat room actually. So I really like your attitude. So I'll share it again. So this basic code, Spacey is a library, NLP library, which is one of the library that will play a major role in ChatGPT. Or not just ChatGPT, but in every application where there is a GPT. Okay, right. I am basically, I'm a DevOps engineer and I work with AI applications. That is my background. Okay, right. Okay, guys, have a great time ahead. See you in the next session. Have a great time.
Thank
Bye.
you, sir.
You're welcome. Bye.